Calendars have been essential tools for human societies throughout history, helping people track time, organize events, and plan activities. Let's go through a brief origins of calendars and how we end up with the modern calendar we all know about. Don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel for more historical educational videos. The ancient calendars. In ancient times, humanity's quest to understand the passage of time led to the development of calendars, foundational tools for organizing communal activities and agricultural cycles. Observations of celestial phenomena, notably the sun, moon, and stars, formed the basis of early calendars. Among the earliest known systems was the lunar calendar, which relied on the cyclical phases of the moon. Ancient civilizations like the Sumerians, Babylonians, Egyptians, and Chinese utilized lunar calendars to mark the passage of time and plan religious ceremonies, agricultural activities, and societal events. The Egyptian civilization, renowned for its astronomical knowledge, devised one of the earliest solar calendars. This calendar, comprising 12 months, each containing 30 days, was supplemented by an additional 5 days at the end of the year. The Egyptian solar calendar, with its alignment to the solar year, demonstrated a significant advancement in timekeeping. Moreover, the observation of celestial bodies not only served practical purposes but also held cultural and religious significance for many ancient societies. These early calendars laid the groundwork for subsequent calendrical developments, providing insights into humanity's relationship with time, nature, and the cosmos. The Roman calendar. The Roman calendar holds a significant place in the history of timekeeping. According to legend, the early Roman calendar attributed to Romulus, the mythical founder of Rome, comprised 10 months, beginning with March and concluding with December. This calendar was based on lunar cycles, mirroring the practices of many ancient civilizations. However, the Roman king Numa Pompilius, seeking to refine the calendar, introduced 2 additional months, January and February. This alteration extended the year to a 12-month cycle, aligning it more closely with the solar year. Despite this modification, the Roman calendar retained its lunar foundation, consisting of 355 days. To reconcile the lunar and solar cycles, the Romans occasionally inserted intercalary months. The Roman calendar, although influential, had inherent limitations. Its reliance on lunar observations led to inconsistencies and seasonal misalignments. Yet, it laid the groundwork for future calendar reforms, setting the stage for advancements in timekeeping and astronomical understanding. The Julian calendar. The Julian calendar, named after Julius Caesar, stands as a hallmark of ancient timekeeping. Originating in 46 BCE, Caesar sought to refine the Roman calendar, which had become disordered due to inconsistent lunar cycles and political manipulation. With advice from Greek astronomer Sosigenes, Caesar introduced a solar calendar consisting of 365 days divided into 12 months. Each month was meticulously crafted to reflect the passage of time, aligning more closely with Earth's orbit around the Sun. A pivotal innovation of the Julian calendar was the concept of the leap year, which added an extra day to February every 4 years. This adjustment aimed to synchronize the calendar with the solar year's actual duration. Despite its advancements, the Julian calendar had a minor flaw. Its year was about 11 minutes longer than the solar year. While seemingly inconsequential, this discrepancy accumulated over centuries, leading to a gradual misalignment between the calendar and the seasons. Nevertheless, the Julian calendar served as a cornerstone of timekeeping for over a millennium, influencing subsequent calendar reforms and laying the groundwork for the modern Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendars. In the 16th century, it became evident that the Julian calendar, which had been in use for centuries, was gradually falling out of sync with the solar year. This discrepancy, caused by the slight overestimation of the length of the solar year, had led to a noticeable drift in the calendar. By the time of Pope Gregory XII's pontificate in 1582, the calendar had strayed approximately 10 days off course. To address this issue, Pope Gregory XIII commissioned a reform of the calendar, seeking to realign it with the astronomical seasons and religious festivals. In consultation with astronomers and mathematicians, including Christopher Clavius, he introduced the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar, named after Pope Gregory XIII, retained the basic structure of its predecessor but made key adjustments to improve accuracy. The reform involved omitting 10 days from the calendar to bring it back in line with the solar year. Additionally, modifications were made to the leap year rule, specifying that years divisible by 100 would not be leap years unless they were also divisible by 400. Implemented initially in Catholic countries, the Gregorian calendar swiftly gained acceptance across much of Europe and eventually worldwide. However, the adoption process varied among nations, with Protestant countries slower to embrace the new calendar due to religious and political factors. The Gregorian calendar's success lay in its ability to provide a more accurate reckoning of time, facilitating better synchronization with the natural cycles of the Earth. Its adoption marked a significant milestone in the history of calendars, establishing a standard system that remains the basis of the modern calendar used globally today. The modern calendar. In modern times, the Gregorian calendar stands as the predominant system for organizing time across the globe. Established in 1582 by Pope Gregory XIII, this calendar was a response to the discrepancy between the Julian calendar and the solar year. By omitting 10 days from October and refining the leap year rule, the Gregorian calendar aimed to better align with astronomical realities. Today, the Gregorian calendar serves as the foundation for international commerce, communication, and everyday life. Its structure encompasses 12 months, starting with January and concluding with December, with January 1st marking the beginning of each new year. Despite its widespread adoption, various cultures and religious groups maintain their distinct calendar systems alongside the Gregorian calendar. For instance, the Islamic calendar follows a lunar cycle, and the Hebrew calendar combines lunar and solar elements, both serving important roles in religious observances and cultural traditions. This coexistence of calendars reflects the diverse ways in which societies perceive and measure time, emphasizing the intrinsic connection between cultural heritage, astronomical observations, and the human experience of temporal passage. Don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel for more historical educational videos.